Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the live stream with Trading for Freedom. First thing I want to do is come over here and select the strike prices. So I come to the down arrow, and I like to trade at the bunny, which is the first purple bar. So I just select that. It's right there. Okay. I'm going to put this at 5. Okay, the next thing that I do is select the put strike price, which is right across from the call one. Make this 1 minute also. Okay, nothing looks good right now. Okay, this candle here it's a 5-minute candle, and I'm using Hikinashi candlesticks. This has a long wick that's longer than the length of the real body. And when there is an instance like that, I like to at least see what the next candle shows. Even though it does satisfy the trading plan. The awesome oscillator is below 0 and green. And there's a 5-minute green candle, but I just want to see where that's going. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and take 2 of those contracts. And I'm going to do a 2-to-1 SPY. Okay, 36.50 was the actual amount. 2 contracts, put contracts. Okay, and I would like to see 1,000 in profit today. This is going a little above there. 1460. I had set it to go to sell after 20% profit. And I think what I'll do is slide this back to 1,020. That's usually what my goal is. And if it looks like in the next candle that it's popping up even more, I'll increase it some. Hi, German. Good to see you here this morning. Call should trigger, just might not run too far. We will see. Okay, Mark. Right now I'm in a puts trade. And it followed all my parameters. First of all, I selected the call and puts at 932. I'm back to that 932 again. That's probably going to stay the same for a while, I think. And at the money, if there's a doji at 930, wait for a pullback. Well, we really didn't have a doji at 930. Check support and resistance lines. Looks like this is a support line, overnight low. We're bouncing right off that. Start looking for a trade at 936. It was actually 938, and trade only after the awesome oscillator is below 0 and green, and there is a 5-minute green candle. And I have set a sell limit for 20% above purchase price, and I've set a stop that's 10%. below purchase price. And so there's that 2-to-1 ratio. And I've specifically named this one, well, I haven't named it, but I set a 2-to-1 ratio. So I have named a template. And in this template, it will do those things for me when I press buy market. And that next candle, it's looking good. When we have these nice long green candles, that's a very good sign. Such a good sign, in fact, that I'm going to come back and put back at 1420, which is where we were at. Okay, so I paid a little bit more for that than I wanted to. $36.50. I tried to stay in the 5,000 range, and this put the trade at 7,300. So I paid a little bit more for it, but it looked like it was going to be a quality trade. And I have locked in my profits at this $1,000, $1,500 mark, whatever. But when I get enough cushion built up, I eventually want to be able to just stay in the trade as long as there are green candles. And sometimes that has meant that it will go up to like 80, 90, 100, and with a really nice profit. So I'm not there yet. Once I have enough cushion in my bank account and everything, then I will to do that and just let it run. But right now I don't want to be very greedy. I want to just stick with my goal. And it happened that because of the higher price, that's why the gold jumped up some. Yes, yes. Wow, that I was looking over at another chart. Man, that is something awesome. Okay. A little bit confused. I thought it was headed up. I have lost $800. Which would have been almost 10%. Okay, I've gotten stopped out lately so many times. It's so frustrating. Let me try to do one. I was getting ready to throw the money in the air. All right. At this point, I don't know whether or not I want to get back in that. If I have a cross in the 0 point on AO, I might. I wasn't trading yesterday because yesterday was my birthday, and I typically don't like to trade on my birthday because there's so much emotion involved in my head, and so I need a clear head. Here we're getting this long wick here. Well, my saying long wicks are bad picks, that would have definitely gone in with this. I'm going to type that really small because that's important, I think, to see that. Okay, let me get this. Okay. Long wicks are bad picks. Just got to remember that. And sometimes people come and they'll ask, where are the calls, where are the puts? To me, that seems obvious, but I'm going to go ahead and label those anyway. Okay. I've been down under before, price-wise, and have come out ahead. I did that a couple of days ago, like Monday, I think. I was down when I closed out the stream, and then I came back and ended up getting, I think it was 1470. So I wish you could select that and then move it around. Okay, let me see here. Let me look at the 1 minute, what that looks like. Yeah, when it crosses VWAP here, that was like at about 27. Then it got as high as 32. Let's see. 27.48. Right now I'm looking at the 1 minute candle. And you can clearly see that when it passes the VWAP, it just continues to go up. So looking back at the 1 minute candle, we see this huge red looking sort of spinning top, greater than a spinning top, but definitely would stay away something like that. And if I look, the awesome oscillator is above 0. Here, on the other hand, was below. And we kind of have to look a little bit at the awesome oscillator. Let me come up here. Okay, take a look at this. This shows the trading lifespan, or I should say the lifespan of a trade. That would be a better way of saying that. The awesome oscillator is like a slingshot. The more it is pulled back, the further it will travel. That is why trading on the first green bar is so important. So here we didn't quite get it on the first green bar on puts, but we were sort of toward the last green bar. So we want to get it as close to the first green bar as possible. So in this case, also whenever the AO goes from below 0 to above 0, that cross there, that's considered significant. So I'm looking now. Let's see. Oops, there's a kitty. So as long as we can stay above the VWAP, which is the purple line here. That's pretty good. It looks like it's directly bouncing off of it right here at this point. And what I would anticipate happening is this AO to just continually go down in red right here, and then switch on over and go like that, and hopefully all the way up like that. So that's what we're looking for. I want to see where that VWAP was on the 5-minute candle. Okay, it did go above right at that point though. There's that long wick. Okay. So right now we're in a holding pattern. Now, notice something interesting that just happened. We got this little piece of green right here. So this would be, if we looked over, and I'm sorry you're not seeing what I'm seeing. Let's go back here. We've got this tiny little piece of green right there. Let me point it out even more. If this was our slingshot and we brought it back, that would be like bringing your slingshot back about 2 inches or so. And not giving it very much time to go up. So that's not bringing it back very much. So I would want it to go down even further. that's not really a pullback to me. So we're still looking. And if one were to have traded this first green bar and then right here, the green candle, the only problem with this being is it's below the VWAP. And so really to get anything of any merit, we need to be above the VWAP. It just turned 10 o'clock. A lot of times 10 o'clock happens, a lot of things change. And it looks to me like calls were getting in a better position to want to buy them. So let me take 3 call contracts, buy it, and I want to do 1,020. Okay, we're getting really close here to this 0 line, and that's when things sometimes happen. And here we're pulling back. And this either is going to go through the overnight low or it's going to bounce off of it. The 0DTE SPX options are very fast, and a lot of times things will happen in a few minutes to sometimes seconds. The 1 minute candle is the fastest candle. So here we've got fast on fast. So it's lightning. I don't know if anybody sees this either, but let me show you. Okay, we have this going down here, then this going up this way. So I wonder where it's going to head. We've crossed the 0 line of calls. Okay, that's a good thing. Now it's saying sell calls. Okay. All right. Now it's saying buy calls. That couldn't be right. Okay, that's because I have the wrong thing over here. This should say buy puts. And this should say sell puts. Okay, that was just sell puts. The bars on AO are small right here, so that indicates that there's not much momentum that's happening right now. Okay, got a buy signal on calls. Looks like calls and puts are fighting it out for the top spot on VWAP. Okay, so I put in a limit order, 820, 2660, and hopefully, since we have the puts over here that's gone below the overnight low, that's very bearish. And we got the calls that are headed upward. Okay, so we're headed up on here. We've got a cross in the zero line of the 5-minute candle of calls. And I don't look at the daily chart. I just look at the minute chart. Let me go in and take a look at this daily chart for SPY. Okay, this is looking good for getting the 820. So close and yet so far. Get out of there, Doji. Nobody wants you. Oh, goodness. We have these nice green candles punctuated occasionally by the doji or the spinning top. I really would like to see this one get a little bit more. It's kind of at the top, so let me bring it down to here. Okay, so now I'm up 520. Ready? Yay! Let's do it again. Ready? Yay! Profit 1,000. Not 1,000 yet, but we're almost there. We're going to get there, I think. Now, the very fact that this has 2 red bars and now it's going into a green bar again, I don't want to lose any of my $520 profit. So I'm going to wait for my setup again. Jack's being bad this morning, I can tell. Looking to see what's this high over here. 26. Okay, 26, 26.30. Okay, I'm having FOMO. Hang on, girl. You can get through it. Come on. Yes, get through it. All right, that wave of FOMO is past. It's awfully hard, though, when I see it go up like that. And Mark, when you were saying calls only today on gap up days, that you have to play the calls. If when this candle crossed the VWAP, if I had purchased right there, I would have definitely made my goal on the puts. So I think it's just whatever that the chart is doing at that moment. And we have continued to go up. Buying it here, though, is like a guessing game. We don't know what's going to happen. And I could just simply walk away from this because I did get a profit. And many times that's what you should do. Because otherwise you're just continually chasing. And that's what I've done that in the past, and it's no fun. I've chased all day long, and it's going up, so I'm having some more FOMO waves come across me. I'll be back in just a moment. I just bought one call contract. It's this is extremely bullish, so Jack, come here. Jack. Jack, come here. Come on. Come on. Come on. Right here. Okay, yes. Just got another $100, so now we're up to $620. And I do what I do after I have every winning trade. And also, let's don't forget about the Ferrari going out of my living room. Whee! Okay, let's see that again. And I want to point out something. Here I go. I'm in my living room. Come over. I have my car parked in the living room. It's all ready. And I'm invisible, so I go right through the car. Isn't that amazing? Get in there and drive away. Right onto Highway 90. Bye-bye. Okay, now I'm definitely sitting tight because we've got the second red candle in the string here. The first was these two, and then the second one. Usually it starts to dry up then. So I don't think we're going to see anything good come of puts. So because it is way below VWAP, it's way below overnight low. So I am going to just focus on calls. Hey, get away from there. My dog's being bad. Go on. Come on. Come here, Jack. Jack, come on. He's gotten stubborn. Hello, is anybody there? Hello. 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 Is anybody out there?